Oh, hello, my friends. Scotty J here, back again with another episode of 9 Hours, 9 Persons, and 9 Doors. On our last episode, we finally kind of got ourselves together, and we went through a number of doors as a team. We ended up picking door 4, or having picked for us door 4, we've gone through with June, Santa, and Lotus. After finding the dead on the other side to deactivate the bracelets, we found these 2 rooms. So, we should, I guess we can get to exploring. See if we can't find a way out. I believe we're looking for a key of sorts. That vase looks expensive. I wonder how much we could get for it. Are you gonna steal it? She might steal it, guys. Watch out. Oop. Jumpy, what are you doing? We don't have time for you to be relaxing on a sofa. But it'd be nice. Hey, we got some matches. Sick. Oh? Junpei looked down blankly at what he was holding, then up at June. Oh yeah, how's your fever? Are you feeling better now? Yes, I'm feeling fine. June certainly looked fine. Junpei held his hand on her forehead for a few seconds. It seemed her fever really had gone down. Are you worried about me? Oh, Yes, we shall be bold and honest and easily abusable. Yeah, I guess I am. June blushed and giggled. By the way, Jumpy. How did you end up here? What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I? There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night. You inhaled some white smoke and passed out. When you woke up, you were on D-deck. Yeah, that's it. But is that really the truth? What? Jumpy, are you hiding something from me? No! Why would I? Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would 2 childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this? Hey, I could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something? What would I hide? Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know? You mean like the number of men I've dated? Junpei's heart stumbled over itself. Do you want to know? He had to admit he was a little curious. Well, don't worry. She smiled at him. Only 18. Times 0. Whew. Yeah, I guess I just haven't found Mr. Right yet. June looked a little embarrassed and scratched the back of her head in a desperate attempt to seem nonchalant. Junpei coughed, quietly in much the same way. Anyways, I'm not hiding anything. Just like you, Jumpy. When I woke up, I was on D-deck. Well, you do have a point. I mean, why did Zero pick us? We haven't seen each other since elementary school. June nodded. For a few moments, she had a faraway look of someone in deep thought. Look for what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that? Yeah, I do. So? Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours. You have any ideas of who it might be? No, nothing. Oh. Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be a teacher, or maybe the principal. Or the janitor, or the lunch lady. No, I can barely remember any of them. Yeah, I know. What a silly conversation we had. Junpei went back to searching, feeling unpleasant and confused. Elementary school. Was there anything strange that had happened at elementary school? As he searched the room, he continued to rack his brain. Alright, back with the nice chill music. It's a display case, but there's nothing being displayed. How sad. Looks like the drawers are empty too. Rats. How about this room? Hey, look at that. There is a picture. This isn't a painting. It's a map. It looks like a map of the ship's interior. Oh, this is a great find. I think it'll be really useful. Let's take it with us. Hey, it's now possible to use the map screen. Map screen. Map screen can only be viewed during the story sections. It is entirely different in function from the bird's eye view mode. While on the map screen, you can examine a map of the ship's floor plan, which you will acquire over the course of the story. Touch down menu to open the menu. Woohoo! You can then press X while on the menu. You'll be taken to the map screen. While you're there, you can scroll around the floor plan with the control pad or the stylus. Ooh, options. Touching the green parts of the floor plan will allow you to see the bird's eye view for that room. Sweet. Okay, that's a cool looking map. Junpei took one last look at the map, then folded up and slid it into his pocket. June looked up as he closed it. This ship is bigger than I thought. Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long. Must be one of those fancy cruise ships. Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship. Everything in here is really retro. Even if it's some sort of style choice, there's just too much. Do you remember what Zero said? On April 14th, 1912, the famous ocean liner Titanic crashed into an iceberg. After remaining afloat for 2 hours and 40 minutes, it sank beneath the waters of the North Atlantic. Do you think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other? That's a good point. I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason. Junpei took a moment to look around the room. Do you think this boat is a replica or the actual Titanic? Well, considering that the actual Titanic sunk and, decayed, which are some really spooky pictures. I don't know, the Titanic always freaks me out. But anyway, I'm going to say it's a replica of the Titanic. It's a replica of the Titanic? A replica? Well, yeah. You know, like a copy of the actual boat. Who on earth would make something like that? Fans. Crazy Titanic fans. No way! Do you even know how much money that would take? No idea. But all they gotta do is break even, you know? Break even? Well, yeah. They could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic. Hell, with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they'd know what to do with. Do you really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past? As stated before, I, for one, abso-flippin-lutely would not. The Titanic freaks me the balls out, and I would not want to be on a boat that looked like it. Mess with me too much. I can't even watch, the movie. Anyway, continuing on. It's the site of one of the worst accidents in history. Over 1,500 people died. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd get cursed just for going. A curse, huh? Jumpy, do you believe in that sort of thing? You know, curses and stuff. Now, it's not whether or not we would believe in such a thing. It's whether or not we would want June to want us to believe in that sort of... We're metagaming this one, you know. Because Jumpy likes this girl. She's pretty cute. We think. He's dying. Anyway, not dying. You know what I mean. He's in a life or death situation. The closest female is the most attractive thing he's ever seen. I'm going to say we do. Yes. Well, yeah, I guess so. To a certain extent. Junpei scratched his temple. What about you? Nah, I guess it's kind of a dumb question. Yes, I do believe in curses. In fact, I think it was a curse that sunk the Titanic. What? A curse sunk the Titanic. The curse of the Egyptian mummy. Junpei couldn't understand how June maintained a straight face to say that. Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid. Oh? They say that the mummy had a history. Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths. Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who open the coffin will forever be cursed. Haven't you heard that? So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of the curse? That's right. June's eyes had lit up with excitement, like a child with a new toy. That mummy, the priestess, supposedly she was special. What do you mean? Well, supposedly she was really pretty. Pretty? Yes. But she was a mummy. That's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten, though. She looks just like she was alive. Oh, I get it. It's that thing. Oh, what's the name? Where your body turns into some kind of wax? If a dead body is put in the right sort of environment, the fat in it turns into something that's kind of like candle wax, right? And yes, sapification. But that's not what it was. Huh? That's not it. She wasn't wax. Then what is it? They say she was frozen. What? Frozen? That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water? Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it put on the Titanic, and even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted. June and Junpei talked a little bit more, and then went back to their investigation. But even as they did, his mind went back to what she told him. Ice that wouldn't melt, even in the desert? Could such a thing really exist? No, even if it did, it really wouldn't be ice anymore, would it? The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Like he'd eaten his ice cream too fast. Oh, that June. She says some crazy things. Hey, we got a bed. Well, look, there's 2 pillows right next to each other. Guess it's a double? Huh? What's up? You're turning red. Oh man, is your fever back again? Hey, are you alright? Do you need to lay down for a minute? Oh, I'm fine. I think it's still a little early for that. What? Hey, seriously, are you really okay? Oh, I see. It's a light blue blanket with some designs on it. Someone made the bed, or at least they never unmade it. There's only one bedsheet under the blanket. Nothing exciting. What an odd bed with like the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a frame around the side? Very strange. Anyway, water. It's a bottle with water in it. This is the bedroom. They probably have it here because your throat's always dry when you wake up. You know? My throat's dry, but I think that's just because I'm a little nervous right now. But we did run a lot, so we're kind of sweaty. Hey, Jumpy, do you want to take a shower together? Whoa! Oh, I'm just kidding. It is too late to take that back. My brain is already working out the picture. My throat was dry already, and this sure isn't helping. Frickin' June. A wooden cupboard. There are cups inside. Surprising no one. Oh, June. Hey! We got a mirror. This is the mirror for the dresser. And now she's playing with her hair. Does she even realize she's doing that? Hey! We don't have time for that. Come on, it's not like there's anyone here you want to impress. Yes, there is. Who? What? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Ugh, forget it, Jumpy. It's because it's 7, and she's embarrassed. That's because 7's best boy. Love 7. Anyway. Hey, there's a key in here. Let's go. We got a dresser key. Matches in a dresser key. Okay. I think that's probably all in this room, then. Let's get on out of here. We didn't check the bathroom yet, did we? We did not. Nothing really on the wall. That's the bathroom wall. There's square tiles all over it. Neat. Shower curtains, huh? Let's try closing it. Nope. What about on this side? Jumpy, do you think there might be something on the shower curtain? Oh, well, maybe. You want to try closing it? Rats. Nothing on it. Doesn't seem to be anything here. Yeah, you're right. Let's put it back. For shame. Alright. Let's check the toilet. There's nothing there. The tank's empty, too. There isn't even any water in it. Rats. Well, alright. Yeah. Why don't we go back to the living room? Okay. Let's go back. May I say, you're on what I appear to be a cruise ship. Why is there a display case in your living? That's so weird to me. Anyway, let's go to the room next door. Sorry, that really distracted me suddenly. Jumpy, where are you going? I was gonna go over to Lotus's room. Why? What do you mean, why? I'm just gonna go check up on them. Is there something wrong with that? Well, no. Just come back soon. Sure thing. I'll leave the rest to you. Sure. Leave it to me. Alright, off to the other room we go. Hey. Ooh, there's a picture missing here. There's a square tile in this frame. It's glued in quite well. I don't think you can take it out. Good to know. Looks like there's a valuable vase. Empty, though. Seems to be a room on the left side of the vase. Cool, so that just tells us that there's the bathroom over there. Similar to the other room. Hey, check this out! This is a pretty nice sofa. I know. It's a shame I can't take it back with me. Fair. Hey, there is a candle with a candlestick. This might come in handy. Woohoo! Oh, I bet you. Can we combine that with the matches? Let's do it. I know. If I use these matches to light the candle. Yes, we have fire! Oh, yeah, there's a dresser. Well, this is a display case. Check it out. Those plates and shit look real expensive. You want to take a look? Yes. Shit! Ah, it's not opening. Alright, you grab that side of the table, and I'll get the other. Let's smash this bitch open! I don't think that's going to work. That looks like tempered glass. I don't think throwing a table at it is going to break it. What about this key? Damn. Guess this is the wrong key. Well, that means there's got to be another one somewhere around here. Otherwise, we aren't going to be able to open this thing. Well, alright. Let's take our light and into this room. Awesome. With the light from the candle, maybe we can look around over here. But it gets so hot when I hold it. I want to put it down. Well, why don't you set it on top of the dresser? It's flat there. At least it won't fall over. Oh, yeah. Good idea. Sweet. Hey, look at that. That dresser looks like it's got a keyhole. Hey, it got pretty bright. Now we can look around a little bit. Woohoo! Up. Yeah, let's crack this box. I'm gonna open. Let's see if it's... Yes! Ah, it worked! Woohoo! Open the drawer. Hey, there's a thing. There's a plate. Hello, dear plate. It's part of the picture, I imagine. So I imagine we gotta find 2 more of these. Pop over here. Hey, Junpei! It's a cupboard. There's a frickin' cupboard in here. Are you alright? Oh, don't give me that. Come on, a cupboard's a bedroom can only mean that there's a safe in here. Really? Damn, there's nothing in here. Got me all worked up for nothing. Bottle full of water. I don't think we're gonna need this for anything. Well, okay. Actually, is there a photo right there? What's in this photo? There's a picture of an old cruise ship. Is it the Titanic? Spoopy. Don't like that. Hey, we got a curtain. Let's go. 2 pillows in a pile. Oh. Pile of pillows. That's supposed to be some kind of joke? Hey, calm down. Anything under the blankets? Nope, nothing suspicious here. Ah, no, wait, what happened? Hey, what the hell? It just got dark all of a sudden. Maybe the candle got blown out. We should go see. We shall. Oh, it's totally blown out. Sag. There's a candlestick covered in melted wax on top of the dresser. Hey, what's this? The top of the candlestick looks kind of weird. You're right. It's all bumpy. Oh, sick. That's like a key now. So maybe that can open the display case? Let's give it a go. Let's see if this candlestick key will do anything. Yes! It opened! Alright, pull that shit open! Woohoo! Yeah! Let's get the plate. We got a plate. Hey, Junpei, you got a minute? Santa had shown up out of nowhere and gave Junpei no small start. Here, take this. Santa pulled something out of his pocket. It looked like a bookmark. It had a 4-leaf clover in it. What is this? I found it in between some of the cushions on the sofa. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be of any help to us, but I figured we might as well hang on to it. Then why don't you hold it? Santa gave him a wry smile. You know what I hate the most in this world? I got 4 things. Hope, faith, love, and luck. Hope, faith, love, and luck? Damn straight. And you hate these things? Yeah, you got a problem with that? Not really, but... Junpei tried to figure out how best to phrase what he wanted to say. What does a bookmark have to do with any of that? Santa scratched the back of his ear and looked awkward. Well, see, each leaf on the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay? And that meaning is pretty much those 4 things. It's like a flower language. Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words. Leaf words? Junpei looked at the bookmark. Hope, faith, love, and luck. So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps. Take the damn thing, alright? Santa pretended to shiver with disgust and shoved the bookmark into Junpei's confused hands. Junpei, what do you want to do? I guess we'll take it. Santa's being weird. We're just going to take it and walk away. I decided to take it. After all, why shouldn't I? Alright, sure, I'll take it. He shoved the thing into his pocket and gave Santa a last confused look. Phew! Man, I feel a lot better now. That thing was a real pain, you know? Do you really hate those 4 words that much? Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know? Hope, faith, love, even your destiny. What had happened to Santa, Junpei wondered. How did he become such a bitter person? For a moment, they looked at each other. Well, that's not my only reason. What? That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4. What, worried about the 4 horsemen? Nah, come on, man, that's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages that kind of crap scared people. This is the 21st century, and I'm a 21st century guy. Then why do you hate 4 so much? Because it's a half-ass number. Not the best or the worst. That's why. What? 9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number. Santa's explanation made no sense. Jimmy was even more confused than before. You play? Play? Gambling or the stock market or... Why not? You strike me as a sophisticated man there, Santa. Let's talk about the stock market. You mean like stocks? Nah, that's not what I mean. Why the hell would you think that? Well, I mean, yeah, I do stocks too, but... That last statement, more or less thrown away by Santa, caught Junpei very much by surprise. Wait, you? A stockbroker? Well, yeah. Got a problem with that? No, just, you don't look like the type. What Junpei didn't say, of course, was that he didn't even think Santa looked smart enough to be a stockbroker. Man, that stuff's just like gambling, you know? All you gotta do is bet on the winning horse. Nothing that hard about it. You sure sound pretty confident. So are you betting on winning horses? Of course I am. Remember a couple years back when the stock for Cradle Pharmaceuticals shot through the roof? Stacked a few bills over that, if I do say so myself. Uh-huh. Uh-huh was all Junpei could think of. He'd never even heard of Cradle Pharmaceutical. Fortunately, he was saved quickly from further embarrassment. Hey! How long are you two going to stand around wasting time? Stop screwing around! The voice screaming at them on the other side of the room was unmistakably Lotus's. Junpei and Santa looked at each other. The lady hath spoken. Santa sighed. Better get back to work before we really piss her off. I don't want her beating me up. And with that, Santa walked away. Slowly. Hey, wait! We weren't done! He started after Santa, intending to catch him, but... Lotus appeared from the next room, blocking his path. Her posture suggested she was not about to let him pass. There was nothing for it. He had lost. Okay. I'll get back to work, damn it. Her glare suggested any other choice would have not ended pleasantly for him. Junpei mumbled to himself under his breath and went back to his search. Well, you heard her. Let's, head over here, because we got that shower curtain now. Let's mess with it. This is the bathroom wall. The whole wall is covered in those square tiles. Yeah, let us hang the shower. There's a curtain rod running along the ceiling. Let's put that shower curtain on the hooks. Woohoo! If you open it, let's try spreading the curtains. Whoa, there's a giant hole in it. Wow, that's a pretty obvious peephole. Somebody's really dedicated. Well, with a hole that big, you gotta wonder if maybe they wanted to be caught? So you're saying maybe the one getting spied on was into that shit? Hey man, maybe they were into like those home invasion fantasies? Home invasion? Interesting, I see. You two are real idiots, you know that? Huh? Just gonna let that one float. Not a word. Let's try spreading the curtains. Hey, there's a hole. There's a hole in the curtain. And if I look at it from a ways back, I can see a single tile. Alright, from here I can see what tile it is. Looks like it's 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Alright. Might as well put it back. Alright, looking through the hole, I can see a white tile, 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Let's have a closer look, shall we? Well, nothing strange here. Nope, that thing's not budging. Well, then that might mean... So then let's check the other bathroom. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a mirrored thing, which is why they gave us 2 rooms. What's up? You going back already? Well, I can't just leave June there by herself. Huh. What are you, her knight and protector or something? You're creeping me out. Whatever, man. I'm going. Alright, so we were thinking it's this one. Here it is! Yes, this one's loose. I think I can get under it with my nails, and yeah! Woo-wee! We got the plate. That'll do it. Wall covered in tiles. Fifth tile down from the top and third from the right has been torn off. Sweet, we got it. That gives us all 3. So now then, we should... Oh, sugar. We should be able to go on out the exit. Lotus and Santa are in the room next door. I'm gonna go check up on them. Here we go. The tiles. There's a tile in the frame. So I guess it's supposed to put the tiles in the empty spaces. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. Alright, let us swap these. Oh. Swap you two. Teehee. Hey, look at that! It's a picture. Yes! I did it! Whoa, hey, picture complete, and there's a key! Whoa, what's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a hole in the wall. Like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyways, let's take a look. I think there's something inside. Woo, we got a key. We got the Mars key. Let's go, that's all we needed. Junpei messed around with the key head and looked blankly at the picture that had slid down. What's the deal with this picture, anyway? Santa had only been mumbling to himself, but it drew Lotus's attention. She looked at the picture and paused. I think I've seen this picture before. Where? In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake who had a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book. What's this interesting theory? Morphogenetic field, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance. Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk's giving me a headache. Santa put his hands on his head as though he were in great pain. Lotus merely arched an eyebrow in his direction and continued. It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shapes of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye. Ugh, what part of that isn't difficult exactly? Lotus did not look pleased. Alright, how about this? The theory of telepathic mechanism. Telepathy? Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it is close enough for a simple approximation. Santa suddenly burst into laughter. Ha! Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? Can't believe someone would actually do serious research into something like that. Yeah, I agree. Lotus's response was surprisingly curt. Junpei had expected at least some conflict. I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was possible, just someone latching to a statistical outlier for some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But, even so, Anyways, I saw a picture like this one in the book. Lotus indicated the picture they'd all been looking at. After a moment, she walked up to the strange picture, examined it, and then spoke. Hey, what do you think this picture looks like? Santa answered first. What do you mean? Isn't it just abstract or something? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it. What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you? I guess it looks like... Okay, so. There's a couple things you can do here. As you can see, we have the options of a man's face, a butterfly, a koi, a dog, a small boat floating in a lake, or, my favorite, the Funya Rimpa. A lot of these are good, legit guesses. I think it actually does look like a dog. I can kind of see, I can kind of point with my mouse. You can kind of see, like, the dog's face. He's sort of turned, looking that way. There's the body and the legs. I think they'll go through that in a second. But I adore this answer. A Funya Rimpa? See? I mean, this totally looks like one. Here and here. Junpei indicated parts of the picture that looked exactly like the other parts. After 3 seconds of silence, Lotus looked at Junpei. What the hell is a Funyarimpa? What do you mean, what the hell is a Funyarimpa? You mean you don't know? How the hell would I know? How could you not know? That's practically blasphemous. Say you're sorry. Apologize to the Funyarimpa. Goodness, you are such a rude woman. Another 3 seconds of awkward silence went by. Lotus opened her mouth as she shook. Junpei, are you just screwing around right now? Forget it. I'm just gonna tell you. This is a dog. See? Like this. Lotus pointed out the parts of the picture, and eventually a dog took shape in them. It looked as though she had a point. Hey, it's a pupper. Hello, pupper. But it's really a Funyarimpa. And I know that, and you know that, and we shall respect the Funyarimpa. But for the sake of the example, it was a dog. Santa also nodded in agreement. So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us. Lotus nodded and began to speak. A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. He took 2 similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you'd figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. The first picture was a woman wearing a hat. The other one was, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world where the British radio and television didn't reach. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects. All in all, there were roughly 1,000 people. Those 1,000 people were shown the 2 pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results, in and of themselves, were not terribly interesting. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% of the people saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they broadcast a new show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it could be assumed that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture now totaled over 200,000. After another 2 days had passed, they gathered a number of research subjects from areas where British TV and radio did not exist. This time, they were only able to find a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them were people who participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same test and the same 2 pictures. The results were shocking. 10% of people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test had yielded a 9.2 success rate. The change was not statistically significant. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percent of people able to successfully find the dog grew from 3.9 to 6.8, a very significant increase. So, do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't even have seen the picture. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does that even mean? Lotus looked back and forth from Junpei to Santa and back again. Normally calm and collected, she looked now as though she were nearly possessed and something manic was about her manner. Santa took an involuntary step backwards. Junpei didn't budge, staring straight back into Lotus's eyes. Does it have something to do with that field or whatever it was you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye? So if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field? Lotus. Junpei? Lotus. Junpei. Psych! Her manner suddenly shifted, and Lotus smiled broadly at Junpei and Santa. She waved her hand dismissively, doing the best to laugh at the whole confrontation off. Oh, I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me so seriously. Well, I mean, the thing I told you are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station, after all. At last, it seemed that Santa had gained control of his composure. Right. Man, I gotta admit, you had me going there for a second. I really thought you were serious. Oh, of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience. Okay, right. Santa and Lotus laughed and gave one another jovial claps on the shoulder. Junpei, however, didn't feel so much like laughing. Something felt wrong, unclear. All right, enough nonsense. You've got the key. Let's get out of here. Word. Lotus and Santa walked away from the picture, but Junpei stayed, staring at the picture of the dog. A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field. The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Well, all right, we got that one. Let's walk out the door. All right, let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys head to the door. Okay, roger that. Hey, go to the door. Yes! Whew, it unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good, now we can get going. Come on, what are you guys standing around here for? Let's get out of here. Well, you heard him. Out we go. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. All right, let's go. Woohoo! We did it. We seeked it a way out. And we found it. Whew, awesome. They stepped through the door to find themselves in a wide hallway. Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. Oh, we should do that too, since they talked about that map. Look at that. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so we can touch we can touch these. Oh, nice. So there's the first class cabin, which we were not in. But here's where we were. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's the whole boat. So we were here. That's like the central staircase. And we ran down this hallway, and we ended up here with these two rooms. Cool. So now we are here. Or I guess we're not here yet. We're probably more like here right now. Well, sweet. Let's back on up then. Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. A short distance away, a metal grate extended across the width of the hallway. They took hold and shook, but it refused to move. Nearby was a pair of elevators. It took only a few button presses to determine that the elevators would not respond to their efforts. They could only assume the elevators were not powered. There was only one door left. Well, it looks like we don't have any choice. Yeah, sure does. Well, then let's open it. I think before we open another door, let's actually call it here for today. And I think we'll open that door next time. Anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. I had a blast playing through that big old escape room. That was a pretty long one. It took, quite some time to do. And we learned a lot of interesting thoughts and theories. June has dated 0 men. Junpei's so happy about that. Anyway, all right. All that out of the way. Let's talk later. Don't forget, respect the Funya Rimpa. Respect the Funya Rimpa. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.